there are going to be NFL players back playing college football this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the Browns are waiving tight end Dae'quan Wright. That was supposed to happen before August 30th, which is the last cut, which would be 1 week, 6 days from right now. If he clears waivers, he has an agreement in place for the 2026 season to play for LSU, per agents Drew Rosenhaus and Kyle Lincoln, who we spoke with on Friday. Wright is believed to be the first player who could play for an NFL team and then go back to play in college. Drew Rosenhaus was saying that same thing at the end about how this is history making, and even Drew said, this is not a desirable way to go about doing things, but this is the current situation. There's obviously a lot of people that have thoughts and opinions about this taking place. This is the only draft class or recruiting class that this could potentially happen to because of the injunction that was signed down in Louisiana just a week ago. He could potentially be there. Jack Clyburn, I believe, could also potentially be doing this. There's like 16, maybe 24 others that could potentially follow in the same steps here as Dae'quan Wright, of being an NFL player who was potentially either undrafted or a late draft, who didn't get the 5-for-5 rule eligibility for himself, as it was ruled after he had to declare to go to the NFL. Now, with an injunction in Louisiana, is able to take advantage of that 5-for-5 rule, go back to college, build draft stock, and what some people say is take advantage of the system. Take advantage of the system. But what's the system? Who makes the system? Who regulates the system? It's a bunch of local judges, and the NCAA gets sued by all of them. So, AJ, that's where we're at. How many NFL guys are going to the Buckeyes? How many are going to West Virginia? I know 0 are going to Oregon because Dan Lanning came out and said, you go to the NFL, you're kind of in the NFL.
Yeah, Ryan Day just came out and said the same thing.
It's respectable. I like those.
Marcus Freeman has said the same thing.
Good man.
Protect their roster, too. They don't want you coming back and say, hey, didn't Dan Lanning? They all say, hey,
2 players have done it so far.
You got to boot somebody out of here, right?
And they both went to LSU.
Okay, so 2 players have done it. They both have gone to LSU. Ryan Day's come out and say he doesn't like it. Dan Lanning said that that's not the way this thing works. Marcus Freeman said that's not how this works. Their roster is also completely full, we would assume, right, at this stage, because how close we are to regular season. The fact that LSU even has roster spots still available, I think, is interesting. Maybe this is a long-term design. Maybe it's potentially a forethought, like a chess play by everybody at LSU, maybe Lane Kiffin. But I believe the stance, if you were to listen to LSU, it's like, it's allowed. So tell us it's not allowed.
Can he help us win? It would be tough, though, if you're a coach, and no matter how you feel, like, hey, can this dude help us win? Like, yeah, I'd have a tough time turning the guy down.
I believe there was a quote that said, he either plays for us or plays against us. You know, if he's eligible to play football, he's going to play. Somebody is going to have him, especially in the college football world. And it's like with this guy, I think he was all SEC tight end last year, obviously was in an NFL camp. And he comes back after training with NFL guys to do college football season. How big of an impact will he have? Probably a massive one. Will people be pissed about this once the season starts? Who knows? This could just be the flavor of the day, depending upon how big he goes. Go ahead, Con.
Yeah, I know. It just reeks of one of those things where this guy scores, week 1 when game day's down there, and that is part of the conversation. Like, how come LSU gets to use these NFL guys? But that is the thought. If LSU doesn't grab them, someone else probably will. And granted, Ryan Day and Dan Lanning are 2 guys who have said, yeah, no way we would do that. But you're telling me like a Tennessee or a Bama or a Michigan or one of these other teams would? Like, it just feels like that'd be obvious. I thought there was some sort of SEC transfer thing.
Yeah. We haven't heard. We've only heard about that one time. It was by Pete Thamel.
Okay.
We haven't heard much follow-up.
I saw it was because they weren't coming from an SEC team; they were coming from an NFL team that maybe it could circumvent. I also have to clarify. I only read the first part of the quote from Ryan Day. He said, "But we do have to do what's best for Ohio State."
Okay.
Which I think is kind of exactly what, if you were to ask LSU what the deal is, it's like, certainly we know of the rule. Will we be a part of the problem here? Definitely. But if we're not a part of the problem, somebody else will be. And you want this guy to score 3 touchdowns against us? I don't think so. So that's what we're telling our fan base in our school and our alumni, but also our locker room. It's like, boys, because of an injunction, we're able to have these guys. How do you feel? He's all SEC. Don't care how you feel. Yeah. Okay, he's coming back and he's playing in here. It doesn't feel right by anybody's standards. Like, there's a lot of things happening in college football and college sports as a whole that nobody kind of agrees with. I don't think anybody is saying everything's good, but it's just like the reality of the business right now. And until something gets figured out, all this different type of chaos and bullshit's only going to continue and grow even bigger.
Yeah, and I can't believe I'm forgetting his name, but this would be a situation where the Falcons fourth stringer that we just saw running wild against the Colts, where he played Division II football, one undrafted, Strand, and then he ended up, let's say he doesn't make the Falcons because Cooper Kush is there and he's the fourth quarterback on that team. Like you're telling me that that situation, it feels like might be kind of more doable, at least understandable, because this guy never played Division I ball. He was unbelievable for the Falcons against the Colts, dominated the Colts, and then maybe there's a team out there who actually needs a quarterback.
Texas Tech, Thomas Castellanos for Florida State, I believe he went into the transfer portal. Everybody immediately says Texas Tech, because what they have going on at their quarterback position. If Jack Strand, goes from Dyson up, and I don't know if he'll clear waivers after the performance.
True.
Because he got to clear waivers. Got to be completely eliminated from the NFL. Got to get cut. Nobody picks you up. Then you can go in there. It's all such weird ruling. It's all such weird, actually these guys get drafted, go to the NFL, don't make it. They can actually go back, and then maybe the NFL will let them into the draft next year and they can up their standards. It's like, was it work for the people that didn't go to the NFL, that just kind of didn't, get drafted or anything like that? Nope, doesn't work for them. Have to be in an NFL camp. Then you can get cut from NFL camp. Then you can go back and do college again.
Join the workforce. Go get your CDL. I'm taking these kids' opportunities. I fucking hate this. I hate everything about it. I mean, look, as coaches, you're going to do business as business is being done. I get that part of it. But it just sucks. I just, with all these different things, I always think about the high school kids, because even the NIL and the transfers, whatever. But every year, every time one of these things happen, it's going to be less and less high school kids that get an opportunity to just get in the locker room. Maybe even a walk-on who we always see these great stories 3-4 years later get a scholarship or become starters. Less and less of those stories will happen. More things like this happen, man. So it sucks. Obviously, every person, wants to live out their dream. But look, we have an opportunity as little leaguers. We go to high school. We go to college, and then we shoot our shot at the pros. It doesn't work out in the NFL. There are other leagues you can go in and maybe get another opportunity next training camp. But, I hate everything about this.
Yeah, yep. Well, this is the only time this particular thing could happen.
Okay.
This is the only time ever.
For now.
Yeah.
I saw some Johnson's boy.
Yeah, Max Johnson.
Oh,
He's starting for his sixth team.
He's been playing college football since Bear Bryant was the head coach at Alabama.
Not Bear Bryant, but close.
Close.
Coach O at LSU.
Yeah, 2019.
Jimbo Fisher's
saying,
last year
man.
at Texas A&M.
His is a lot of
Look
medical.
at a job.
His a lot of medical.
Yeah,
A lot
he got
of injuries,
hurt.
A lot of injuries.
His leg almost got.
I hate that.
Lot of injuries. This was happening to punters when the Aussies were kind of being brought in after full Aussie rules football careers, where they didn't start their university clock so they could come in as 24, 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds. I think there's even a 28-year-old at one point. And I loved every Australian that I've met. This is not me burying the Aussies as a whole, but it's like, if you're a college coach, would you rather a 27-year-old Aussie who has a family and has already done an entire Aussie rules football career with money and fame and everything to punt for you? Or would you like a 17-year-old doofus from Plumboro High School in the East Hill? What would you rather have? It's like, give me the adult every single time. That was kind of happening for punters and kickers and stuff. It's still happening, but now the 5-for-5 rule obviously changes that. Through COVID with the extra years and yada, yada, it all everything kind of blew up. And now NIL with money and employment, more money here than even in the NFL for some people. It's like, whoa, how do we figure it out? They're never going to. That's what Pete Thamel told us. Mm-hmm. Listen, it's never going to get figured out. You want stability? Fucking go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't really happen anymore, but there used to be very high-profile cases like, Drew Henson, Brandon Whedon, Chris Winkie, guys going and playing professional baseball, and then that doesn't work out, and they come and they'll start. Yeah, Joel Klatt, sure, starting quarterback, at a Florida State, a Michigan, an Oklahoma State when they're 26, 27 years old. And I think Winkie won the Heisman, didn't he?
Yeah.
He won the Heisman at 29 years old. So it's
different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's fascinating.
Need the 5-for-5. Just 5-for-5 rule forever. Mm-hmm. It's when you're 19, you got 5 years, or the day you graduate high school, whatever that is. That's the rule to fix it.
Yeah, 19's the latest for the 5-year clock to start.
Yeah.
So 24 should, in theory, be the highest you could be, which is still old. If you go to school and you really focus, I don't know if you can be an engineering physicist or whatever and that many years, but you can get a masterate there. You go 6 years to
yeah.
2024 till you're 24 years old. I'm still looking to graduate, but
How many credits?
I mean, who knows at this point, you know?
Yeah, transfer, new rules, all that stuff.
Yeah, who knows how many of my credits were even real? You know, some of those classes felt not real at the time. I couldn't even imagine what, you know.
Yeah, there's still classes there.
Yeah, definitely not. But do the credits even count?
Yeah.
You know, that's like one of those things. I think if I was to transfer with my particular major, not saying every major at West Virginia is like this, just my particular majors. I think if I was to transfer, like half of them would have went to the next place that I would have went to or something like that. Oh. Like, yeah, we're not. Excuse me.
Those don't count here.
That's not real.
I would assume it probably got easier, like post-COVID.
Oh yeah.
I think
I mean, a lot of places
When's the
are
last
just
time a
going
player-
pass-fail.
When's the last time a player got suspended for being ineligible? That used to be a thing. Guys are like ineligible for bowl games due to schooling. Like, has that ever happened in the last 5, 6?
No, especially, can you even do it to if they're getting paid because you're robbing them of cash potentially?
Yeah, like that's yeah. How's that work?
think I
Like,
might
does
have
it matter
saw-
what grades you get? It used to matter what you kind of had to stay eligible.
Yeah, you're an employee basically of the team, not really. Are they still student human athletes, or are we talking human athletes?
Better be.
Did I see Michigan for freshmen? They're not even doing grades anymore because it's too stressful.
Oh, pass fail.
Pass fail.
No, not even pass fail.
What?
Just go.
I could
Go
be wrong. I thought I saw it,
Soft.
but there's a lot of stuff on the internet I see. It's not real. So
The internet's swinging a hot bat
good
right
weekend.
now. Yeah, swinging a hot bat right now. I'd say. Rick Pitino, you read Rick Pitino's tweet.
did I?
Yeah. Two of my favorite universities for their academic and athletic excellence are Notre Dame and Michigan. I just read Michigan is going to pass-fail for liberal arts and sciences for freshman year. Is this what you read?
Maybe.
Or did you read the same thing that Rick Pitino read?
Maybe that too.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
Hopefully, Rick.
I wish I knew.
I'll tell you what. Brown University is real. Okay, good news. What's happening to us? Pressure brings excellence. Don't get soft, Michigan. It's not what you're about. Rick Pitino don't like it, and neither do I.
I side with Rick.
Me too.
Now, Brown University, I learned whenever I became an Indianapolis Colt alongside Colin Clordy, who was a Brown University draft classmate of mine. They were pass-fail the whole place.
Yep.
Have
Whole
been
place.
for a long time.
Whole place.
Whole time? That's Ivy League, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why.
Yeah, that thing
Wait, what do you
matters.
Because you're not a dipshit if you're getting in there. If you're going to Brown, like you actually care about school, you're probably going to classes. So like, you don't have to worry about some slapdick going in there and doing what most of the people who are in school there want to be in school. So I think the pass fail just kind of works.
Yeah, that's not how
Still
I took
crazy.
it. I took it. I was like, pfft. Oh, you got good family relationships. You get a skewed up score on your ACT, get into Brown. Who cares what you do? Pass, fail. You have a Brown degree for the rest of your life. Yeah. Colin Clordy, very smart. I think he's like a lawyer. He's like,
To Ty's point.
yeah, to Ty's point. Yeah, he was a super genius. I'm talking about me, guy that did not go to class, got loans out to have a good time.
But there probably are situations like that, where like a kid's dad went to Brown and so does his mom, and he's a grade A slapdick, and but he's okay.
Pass, fail.
Yeah, exactly.
What does that mean? I got to get 51?
Or I think an F is like 60.
60, yeah.
Yeah,
59.
So you got to get to 60.
Yeah.
I think a D+, isn't it, to pass?
I didn't even know pass-fail classes existed, to be honest, until I heard about this at Brown. I'm like,
So do you get graded on paper? If it's pass-fail, which I've never been a part of, but I've heard of it. Like, so say I write a paper. Does it just pass-fail on that paper, or do I have a running, legit percentage?
I think it's legit. You have a running percentage, and then just based on what your percentage is for the entire semester, that is whether or not it's pass or fail.
so does it give like a thumbs up on something or a thumbs down, basically?
No, I think you still get like letter grades. So it's
You
like,
just don't got to tell anybody about them.
yeah, exactly. It really doesn't matter. And I think it gets into a situation too, which a lot of people like. If you have an A the entire semester, then you can by the end of it, it's like, okay, well, I don't have to. This final paper doesn't mean shit, and I don't have to study for this,
Bruce is telling me you got to get a C or better
Oh, there you go.
in the pass-fail.
so
It's got
that's-
to be a C or better. So if you're getting a C in Brown, West Virginia,
Similar.
I guess a B probably.
Somewhere around there.
Give or take.
Just for mine, West Virginia has a lot of great degrees. I certainly was not. Physical therapy, athletic training, nursing.
The law school
Law
that you went through, and they were like, hey, by the way,
You're never going to be
you're
able
not
to
going
do
to be
this.
able to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, this is cute. You're the first player that's ever said he wanted to do law. So we'll give you a tour of this whole place, but there's no way you're going to be able to do this. So good luck out there. It's like, thanks for the honesty, Mr. Dean. I'm going to get the hell out of here.
It's funny. You get to school, you realize, all right, you can do one of these 4 or 5 majors.
No, I want to be a lawyer. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
Okay.
I bet you do.
Give your scholarship back.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you know what practice looks like, and this is what you're going to have to do for that. Is that what you want to do? Yeah, you're right. Communications. Let me get in there. Let me go ahead and learn how to communicate. Gonna need to, right? Ain't that what they said? Then a little sociology in there.
Oh, yeah. That was mine.
Yep. Communication sociology?
Sociology and psychology.
Ooh. Sociology and psychology is very deep thinking tag team partners there.
People, I feel like things you could use in actual life.
I had a little poli-sci in there as well. I'll tell you what, I don't know if they told me the truth.
You never know.
If you just dabble in there, there's going to be a lot of people saying terrible things.
Sure.
Even if you have your best interests in mind, like, hey, in the future, we could do one of these. They don't care. They don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it.
It's sociology.
That is. Groups of people interacting with groups of people.
Perhaps.
Yeah. And those two, I think everything.
Always.
Echo chambers.
Yeah.
Same things.
Sure.
Yeah. That's been since the beginning of time.
Survival tactic.
Think about the humans rolling out of the cave, you know? And they all believe the same thing. Then they ran into somebody from a different cave. It's kind of, you know, could be metaphor for our current social media world. Cave, you know, kind of come out the other side. You hear somebody say something about, like, actually with fire, you can just do one of these. Bang, boom. I don't think so. Back to it's probably since the beginning of humans.
Yeah.
Shout out Homo sapiens just kind of doing it since the beginning.
Right.
We've really been getting after it, haven't we?
Yeah.